45% of your daily decisions are not real choices. You cannot erase bad habits with willpower. The only way is to override the loop.
The moment you open your eyes each morning, you begin a series of actions that feel like conscious choices. What to wear, what to eat, which app to open first. We operate under the assumption that we are the captain of the ship, navigating our day through constant, intentional thought. But neuroscience reveals a different reality. This data shows that a massive 45% of your daily actions involve zero actual decision-making. Those thousands of daily actions you consider part of your unique identity are actually biological automation. Your brain quietly runs these scripts in the background, bypassing your conscious awareness to keep the system moving. This explains why most attempts to change our behavior through resolve alone eventually collapse. We start the day with high intentions, but as the hours pass and we face more decisions, that internal strength inevitably runs dry, leaving us to fall back into our old patterns. To take control of our trajectory, we need to stop fighting these surface symptoms. We have to look beneath the conscious mind and learn to interface with the brain's internal architecture. Your prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for logic and conscious thought, requires a massive amount of metabolic energy to function. Because human biology is optimized for survival, the brain is constantly looking for ways to conserve every possible calorie. To solve this energy crisis, the brain relies on a deep-seated cluster of cells right in the center, the basal ganglia. This is your body's specialized region for high-efficiency, low-energy automation. Whenever you repeat a sequence of actions, like tying your shoes or driving a familiar route, the brain notices. It offloads the processing work from the energy-hungry prefrontal cortex down into the basal ganglia. That transfer takes an active, conscious decision and converts it into a rigid behavioral script. You no longer think about the mechanics of the task. Your hands simply execute the sequence. This means a stubborn habit is evidence of your survival hardware operating at peak efficiency. Your brain has successfully prioritized energy conservation over intentionality. Every automated habit, regardless of its complexity, runs on a mechanical loop made of 3 distinct parts. This diagram outlines that architecture. Step 1 is the cue. This is the specific environmental trigger that boots up the autopilot, a time of day, a physical location, or the notification chime on your phone. Step 2 is the routine. The moment you perceive that cue, your body or mind automatically executes the associated action, lighting a cigarette, scrolling social media, or reaching for a snack. Step 3 is the reward. Completing the routine triggers a chemical release in your brain, specifically dopamine. Dopamine acts as a powerful signaling molecule. It tells the basal ganglia that this specific sequence resulted in a positive feeling, which instructs the brain to prioritize this loop the next time the cue appears. Understanding the mechanics of this loop is the prerequisite for changing how you function. You have to identify the machine's parts before you can adjust them. Once a neural pathway is forged, it is physically part of your brain's structure. You cannot simply delete these connections through effort alone. Instead, you have to use neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to forge new connections, to construct a bypass route around the old behavior. To successfully change a habit, the cue and reward must remain locked in place. Your brain expects that specific trigger and payoff. The adjustment happens in the middle. You swap out the routine for a new action satisfying the same craving. Behavioral change is an engineering challenge. You improve the system by replacing a single component, ensuring the rest of the machine continues to run smoothly. Attempting to build a new routine from zero often fails because the brain views a brand new, unanchored task as a massive energy drain. The solution is habit stacking. This involves attaching a new, desired behavior to a routine that is already a guaranteed part of your day. This takes advantage of synaptic pruning. By linking a new action to an existing habit, you are running your new behavior along a heavily reinforced neural highway. The brain treats the new task as an extension of the old one, reducing the energy required to start. For example, instead of vaguely deciding to be more organized, you commit to this. The moment I set my morning coffee on the desk, I will write down my primary goal for the day. Your identity and your future are the cumulative result of these small, stacked loops. They form the architecture of your life. Do not attempt a total transformation overnight. Your biology is built to resist it. Instead, choose one existing loop, stack one micro-habit onto it today, and watch your internal architecture begin to shift.